What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Extreme Truth Podcast. I'm your host, Jimmy Bones, and I'm here with one half of the Icon Legend Connection, James the Icon Grant. What's going on, brother?
Yo, everything is going down. Everything is going extreme. This is your boy, James Icon. Let's get it, baby. Jimmy, what you got for us on the table?
Ooh, let's get into it. As you all can see, we're missing one member tonight. Legend is missing tonight. He's a little under the weather. He'll be back next week. So we definitely gonna have us some fun tonight. All right, let's get into current events. This week's been a good one. Icon, please tell me you heard about this dude, the armor truck driver that got robbed for $200,000. Dude literally walked up to him, pushed him, and grabbed $200,000 worth of money and ran off.
That shit is insane. He is the luckiest robber of all time. Okay? Only way you get in the way with that type of money is you got to make a plan. You got to have Tom Cruise with you. You got to have all the money. All right?
I mean, but just imagine coming back to the station. Like, yo, what happened? All right, this is what happened, right? This dude walked up behind me. And then what? And then he pushed me. And
nigga,
then what? And then I fell. And then what?
So you're gonna tell me the nigga just pushed you and took 200,000. 200,000. Yeah. That's ridiculous. I don't think this is an inside job.
And this was crazy. I'm thinking, like they said, we got a description. I'm thinking he's like 6'8", 290 pounds. Nope, 5'8", 160. I'm like,
okay, what type of push was it? I mean, was it like I don't understand. So I need more details, Jimmy, because this seems like an inside job. You can't tell me. I mean, because ain't it's two guys when it's like with an armored truck, the driver and the one that handles the money?
Well, see, what happened is he clipped the driver. He went and stuck his foot out, and the driver tripped and fell, and he pushed the other dude, and they took off running.
Here, man.
So
get the fuck out of here, man.
And you got to be careful, dude. Yo, this pushing dude, he's crazy, man. Watch your pocketbooks, watch your wallets. Be careful. Yo, they got a serial pusher around.
That's an inside job, man. That's some bullshit. You going to tell me one motherfucker, right? His name wasn't Jackie or Bruce. Right, one motherfucker clip one person with a gun.
Yep.
Push another person with a gun. Grab $200,000 and ran with only his feet. Then get into a car by the name of Kit or nothing.
You know what? The only way this will make sense is if my man sat on an Iron Man suit. I used all his Iron Man strength, pushed the dude. Dude flew into a wall, hit the wall, hit his head, hit the ground. Then the dude went, picked up the bags, and took off running.
And nothing but that.
Makes any sense.
And nothing but that.
Like, yo, that makes no sense to me. Like I said, just imagine him explaining that to his boys how he got the money. Like, yo, bro, where you get this money from? All right, so you ain't gonna believe this. What? I saw this dude, right? And I pushed him. And that took his money and ran.
And what else? What else, nigga? What else?
That's it.
What you mean that's it? What you mean?
It. Yo, dude,
I'm only you, man. What the fuck you telling me?
I'm an average pusher, man.
You help me out, man.
That makes no sense to me. So, you know
it's
what?
Inside job. I will automatically think it's an inside job. You cannot tell me that wouldn't be an inside job. It's two guys with guns. You're gonna try to say me clip, push, out. The fuck?
You know what's funny though? Can you imagine the old boys next day back at work? Like,
Trust me, they didn't. There wasn't nowhere to go back to. If somebody took money that easy without whooping your ass,
yeah.
you don't need to work there.
Even if the dude fought you, you got a gun. There's nothing that made you hit the ground and say, "Oh, let me grab my gun and shoot this dude." He was probably in shock, like, "Yo, did he just push me?"
Okay.
Dude took off running with the money.
All right, we know what time it is. Okay, what color was the robber?
Hey! I'm not saying he's black.
No,
he's black. He's black.
He's black?
Yeah, he's black.
That's even more shocking that he got away.
Is it? Black dudes can run, so
Okay. All right. The two armor guards, was they black?
I don't know.
Okay, because if they was both black, it's an inside job.
Mm-hmm.
And if they was both white, it's an inside job.
Either way, it's an inside job.
No matter what. It's an inside job.
Yo, it's wild. It's wild. But yo, and keeping along with the craziness, please tell me you heard about this is normally something that I would hear in Florida. But no, this is in Oklahoma. Oklahoma state representative he's pushing a proposal to allow Bigfoot hunting licenses. This is real. An actual license to go hunt Bigfoot.
Okay. There's so many ways to look at some shit like this. Okay. You can be like, listen, check this out. It's a group of people living in a certain area, right? They got a group of motherfuckers they don't even like. You know? They said, "Yo, Billy, what about we go to the court and say we can hunt Bigfoot?" Hold on, like get found in the world, motherfuckers. Like, I was hunting Bigfoot.
You know what's bad? Again, if this was Florida, it'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
That's crazy.
But
you know what?
This is an actual law.
In all honesty, let me be for real about this. It might be a way that they can make some type of money off this that I don't know, because it's too damn stupid, to even be relevant to even go through a certain system in America. So it has to be some type of dumbass money we don't know about.
I don't know, but people are lining up to get their Bigfoot hunting license.
Do nothing that damn stupid without no money connected to it. That's too stupid. That's too stupid.
But you know what else is? I think they're doing that so they can get their alien hunting license next week. And then they're gonna get their ghost hunting license the week after that. Hey man, you got to make sure it's all right that way.
No, hold on. How you gonna get all that shit? We got to get prepared for the zombie apocalypse, man. What the fuck you talking about?
Well, that's for the
man. We got
But you got to figure that's why they hunting Bigfoot so they can prepare for the zombie apocalypse. That's why they doing it. See, you got to think.
You know what? You're right, because with all the COVID vaccines, you know what I'm saying, in about a year and a half, the motherfuckers gonna start peeling.
They might turn into zombies.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what? They are probably getting ready for some shit that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
They might start looking like Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yo, that's crazy. Like, I don't understand it. It, but it is what it is.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Speaking of craziness, or kind of the end of craziness, we have a new president. We got Joe Biden. We got Trump out.
Well, yeah, man. We got Trump out. We probably got Biden in for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years if we make it. Then we got Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? We know what's up. We know what's up. You know. But up here might not make it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
But you know what's crazy?
Stuff like Huh?
He gonna be nodding out. They're like, Mr. President, wake up. Huh? What happened? Who did what? He gonna be getting policy ideas from Matlock.
What?
He gonna make Columbo the Surgeon General.
Oh man. Yo, no, he what did he do recently, Jimmy? About the first black
Secretary of Defense.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
And
black
then he
secretary.
put like a transgender in some higher office too. Somebody
Yeah.
help me out.
Yeah, I don't remember the transgender person's name, but
Timmeridge.
Lloyd Austin.
Timmeridge,
But-
come in. Help me out on that one. What's the person's name?
The transgender, I know she's from Pennsylvania. I forgot her name, but
Okay.
yeah, she was from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. So yes,
So he trying to change the whole game. You know, he's like, man, listen, I'm gonna make sure I have blacks. I'm gonna have transgender. It's gonna look like the gay ball on 54th. No.
Well, you know what? He just legalized transgender soldiers in the military. He repealed Trump's ban on that.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's up.
So he revealed he repealed that. And yo,
Why you
can we
laughing,
please
Jimmy? Jimmy, why you laughing? Why you laughing, Jimmy?
no reason.
All right. What? You got a problem with transgenders? You
Well,
know?
I'm fine. I just did a show on it. I just did another podcast on it. So what's your opinion on that, Icon?
I don't know. You was laughing.
I just wanna how do you feel about it, Icon? Is that something you're in favor of?
In favor?
Yeah.
I think it's all right. You know, if they think they got the mind for it, is something they want to achieve in life, fuck it. Hey, let them do it. That's what's up.
Legend, what's going on, brother?
I don't think it should be about who you want to fuck or what you want to be to get into the army. If you want to fuck with this fucking country, which that's their own fucking right to do if they're American citizen, especially, let them fucking do it.
Yep.
Shit. I don't even know why would people have a problem with motherfuckers wanting to fight for America.
Exactly.
Stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's kind of like when people are talking about gays getting married. Let them be miserable like everybody else. It's cool.
I feel you. If they want to go through that bullshit, let them go through the bullshit.
But yeah, can we admit the star of the night of that day was Michelle Obama?
Woo!
Whew, man. She was looking good with a mask on.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh man, Michelle was looking good.
Amen.
Yes.
Oh my God, was she?
And can we talk about how Trump slithered out looking all sad and depressed, like he just got evicted for not paying his rent for the third month in a row?
I
didn't even see that part. So, he slithered out because they came in. I didn't even see him go out. So
he walked out through the back of the White House, walked over to the helicopter. He was like, "Y'all will be seeing me again soon. I'll be back." He sounded like a jealous ex-boyfriend. We accomplished a lot. I'm gonna miss you all. I'm back. I love all of you.
Oh God.
And,
you're killing me over.
I'm surprised he made it through without getting shot. I'm surprised.
Trump.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I thought it was coming. I definitely thought it was coming.
Yeah. He was you know what? He's back home in Florida. He's back home because he can't go back to New York no more. So Florida is perfect for him. So any of the crazy stuff he does isn't crazy by Florida standards. So if Trump is like, you know what, I'm about to invite Putin over and we about to go play naked tag, Florida be like, cool.
even by Florida standards, a lot of shit that he do. It's the only place though, in the country that he's gonna be allowed. So you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all know how Trump has ran and has come across this old crazy shit. So you know what I'm saying? He's felt comfortable by that. And he's got a lot of people that's comfortable believing in what he believes in. And once again, like I said, hey, you believe what you want to believe in. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, okay, after all this term that you done did and all this wreckage that you done did, where we at now?
Yep.
And then you wanna go back to New York. You want to go back to this place and that place. No,
Mhm.
no. The only place that's gonna even sit up there and handle all that. Yeah, Florida.
Yep. Good old Florida.
And they don't even want him there. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And they don't.
Yeah.
And
No.
they put up petitions. Like, so what are you going to do? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
crazy when you get to that point where you're not even wanted in Florida. Am I right, Rich?
Amen. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. When that plane took off from Edwards Air Force Base, I was cringing because I'm thinking the last thing we need to see is a missile hit that motherfucker. Take all them assholes out, the kids and everything. I can't stand them. I'm sorry. Fuck them.
These statements do not reflect the thoughts and ideologies of the Extreme Truth Podcast.
Bro, listen. Hey, look. Hey,
Because
you
I
know
think
what?
that's what he's saying.
You know what? But I don't know. We might have to overturn that. What you just said, Jimmy. That sounds like music to my ears.
Yo, that's crazy. But speaking of music to somebody's ears and happiness, please tell me y'all heard about that man that won the $1 billion lottery in Michigan. 1 billion. I feel like I should do this. $1 billion. A billy. That's crazy to me. I got to go find out what my cousin is, so we can go have a nice conversation about how to spend his money.
No.
That's crazy.
Well, make sure he's working. Make sure he's working first. But go on.
I mean, that was I only won $2 out of it, man. $2.
So, bro, lunch is on you tomorrow, right?
I mean, hey, I got you on the pack of salt. I got you.
My question is, what would you do if you had $1 billion? I think the cash prize is only 780 million.
I will have a whole new life. I will buy a whole new life.
But I think they were saying like after tax is 780 billion. Even if it's 500 million, like, yeah, I would get surgery.
Just in case, I'll take y'all now.
Hold on, you're not coming through clearly.
I'll never get my hands on that much. Yeah, can you hear me?
You can hear you now, yeah. Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to say, I'll say goodbye to everybody now. Thank you for all the support, all the acknowledgement. Because when I get a hold of that money, y'all need to inbox me now. The people that I can, because I'm gonna die. Who y'all know now? I'm gonna die.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, one thing we did forget to mention with the Trump thing.
Okay.
Kamala Harris, first Black/Indian female vice president. Even though the Black people, we don't care about none of her other races. We like, we got a Black one. But seriously, first person of color ever to be vice president is just such a sense of pride, kind of like we had when Barack Obama got inaugurated. I remember when I was a kid, the idea of a Black man being president was unheard of. Now we have a Black and Indian woman who's one step away from being a president. So something that we thought would have been impossible when we were kids is very possible now. So that's just momentous. And you know what? I think that she'll be a good president. Because again, come on. Biden is like one sex scandal away anyway. Because Biden be filling up on people, rubbing on their shoulders like, your hair smells nice. Let me rub your shoulders. Like, Mr. President, that's the Prime Minister of Germany. I know. Those shoulders are nice and warm. So yeah, Joe Biden's about 1 minute away from getting Me Too'd anyway. So
no. Stop that, Jimmy. He's cool, man. He's cool, man.
I like Joe Biden, but again, Joe Biden is that handsy uncle. Joe Biden is that dude that'll look at your girlfriend and she bring over for dinner and be like, "You got your good one, huh?" He didn't want to be looking at you overnight like, ha ha, and the jeans. Ooh, if I was a little bit younger, he'd have creepy young.
You want to take that walk down by the dock after dinner?
That's pretty much what Joe Biden is. I love him to death, but you know, come on.
He is old though. I mean, you know what? Everybody, majority of them are old. That's a problem. We need young, new blood of all races and types. Everybody, yeah.
And Kamala Harris is nice. She's in her 50s.
I'll tell you what, she's hot too, boy. I wouldn't throw that. I wouldn't throw her out of bed.
I mean, come on.
Hey, look, come on now.
Right, but then I was thinking about it early when I was listening to Joe Biden's he was giving a press release, a speech, and I'm thinking, like, I see all the great, right? And I'm just like, okay, usually the presidents come in, you know what I'm saying, regular, hair colored, whatever, and they leave gray.
They leave gray.
He's coming in gray. You know what I'm saying, Red? Exactly. I'm like, what? He's about to tear his ass up.
You know what's bad? This is how you can tell he's old. He just made his personal doctor the new White House doctor. So think about it. That's pretty much the equivalent of he bought his home health aide to move in to the White
House. Hey, look.
No, it's going to be a hospice patient in the White House.
Yeah, but and one thing, Trump, before he left, Trump pardoned everybody and their mama. We got on Lil Wayne a couple weeks ago for endorsing him. And I said it before. I said Lil Wayne is doing this for a pardon. Lil Wayne got a pardon. The rapper Kodak Black got a pardon. Steve Bannon got a pardon. I think they said Trump pardoned 140 people. The one person that was expecting a pardon but didn't get one was Joe Exotic. That dude bought a limo to the front of his jail, had his hair and makeup done, and Trump was like, "Yeah, that's cool, deuces." So
for those like myself who don't know who that is, that's the Tiger guy, right? Can you explain? Because I don't. Yes, Tiger King.
Yes,
that is the Tiger. Okay, I don't even know.
You got to get his name right. He's like a king.
There you go.
Hold on, Tim. You on mute, Tim? You was talking. Yeah, you're still on mute, Tim. We can't hear you, motherfucker. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
We'll get to y'all, Richard, Tim. We'll get to y'all. We got Q&A coming up, so we'll definitely get to y'all.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. So this is the Tiger King. Yes. God. Yeah, that's the Tiger King. He says that he feels that he wasn't pardoned because he was too gay to get out of prison. So, yeah. So,
not that he had killed somebody by having a tiger eat them or whatever. That's not like.
No, that's not what it is. He's too gay.
He's too gay. I want to make sure too people know that the tiger in the filming was unsafe, right? The tiger's safe. He's just locked up, right? Just in case we have any animal lovers watching.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's Carol Baskin's fault. It's Carol Baskin's.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was I don't even know what to say about that. It's yeah, I don't know. It makes no sense to me that it.
Sorry, I don't watch any of that. So that
you said what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it makes no sense that this guy.
I want to make sure the animals are safe. So as long as the animals are safe, we're good.
There you go.
Well, allegedly he killed a lot of animals. So, this dude at least he's locked up because again he did allegedly kill a lot of animals and he tried to have Carol Baskins murdered.
Jesus.
So yeah. So we're going to end current events on some sad news.
Oh, hold on. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's go to it. Then I got a topic that came across I wanted to share with y'all about. Okay.
Yeah. You want to cover it now?
Well, listen. Have you heard about the possibility of the virus sniffing dogs at airports?
Yeah, they actually have dogs that can sniff out the virus. I need to buy like 2 of those.
All right, so it's a
Yeah,
story
I now heard about them having have way back in the beginning. I don't know if y'all remember that, but they were way back in the beginning when all this pandemic started. They were saying that there was a location on animals like pets, dogs specifically, having it. She's like, oh, okay.
Well, it's a story on TMZ. It says the dogs are being trained at Florida Institutional University, International University, and yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
interesting.
Hmm.
Dogs could sniff
Yeah.
out anything. They could sniff
Okay,
out crack, the crack in
but
your
where-
ass now, everything. Now
where-
they can sniff out
right,
COVID.
bro. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Drew, where did you say it's being trained at?
Florida.
If
Florida.
Florida International University,
That's
Yeah,
all you
I
have to
just
say. What was the first one? What was the first word?
Florida.
Florida.
It says Dr. Ida Mills, who's leading the program, joined us on Monday on TMZ Live to explain how the canines get up to snuff. Yeah.
So if the canines wind up contracting it, right? And they can't smell. But they can do everything else. How would they help them?
Well, you know what's gonna happen? This is what happens.
We can't talk to the dog and ask him, hey, do you taste this? This tastes kind of good, doesn't it? Right? I'm just trying to figure out.
See, this is what we do.
Being
Let's just say the
like
dog.
people in the crowd.
This is what we
I'm
do. If
just
the
trying to
dog
figure
gets
out.
sick, if the dog gets sick,
Florida.
we're gonna send him to Oklahoma, and we're gonna allow him to go hunt for Bigfoot with them people that's looking for Bigfoot, since he can't sniff out diseases anymore. Dude, it's a plan, man. It's a plan.
I see it, man. I see the vision. I see it.
It's a vision. It's a vision.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but to end current events, unfortunately, we had to end it on some bad news. But we lost a couple of giants in the world of entertainment and sports last week. The first loss was Larry King. He was in the industry for 50 years. This dude survived multiple heart attacks, cancer, COVID-19, as well as multiple other ailments. So I definitely rest in peace to Larry King. Definitely is all I can say is job well done on a great career. Y'all got any views on him?
Wow. As a kid
Yeah,
growing up.
it's incredible.
Your audio is delayed, Ledge.
Word up. Word up.
Yeah, man.
Go, legend.
No, you got it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
No, what I was about to say is, yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. No, I was just gonna say, like, that's who we grew up off of. You know what I mean? Like Larry King was the man. He survived through a lot of things.
Yeah.
Cancer, a lot of else. And he's like, I enjoyed watching his posts. Yeah. So God rest in peace. He fought through a lot. So hopefully now he's resting. And hopefully, you know what I mean? Like right now, like, because like I said, all these years and all these things that the man fought through, including politics, because everybody always had their so to say about that too. Thank God that he saw to live those victories. And it was really sad when I woke up the morning and it was breaking news that he passed away. But we kind of talked about this, I think, last week with birthdays. Didn't he just have a birthday? Or I forget if he had a birthday or it was just announced that he had the COVID-19. Which has unfortunately been taken a lot from us.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's so sad.
Yeah. So God rest his soul, rest in heaven. Thank you so much for everything that you brought to us. And God rest your soul in heaven.
Definitely. Icon.
Well, like I got into Larry King at a very young age as a kid, just because of his not crazy ass interviews, but this type of interviews where you could get to know what the person who was getting interviewed was really thinking. He'll get to the meat of the source, and probably just the meat of the person, for you could just be more in tune with whoever that celebrity is. I mean, they said up to date, did over 50,000 interviews. You know, that's like just crazy. Interview everybody from the president to Elizabeth Taylor to Snoop Dogg. It's endless, to Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, just a massive list, to Prince. And everybody from all parts of the entertainment field, all parts of the political field, they all respect him because he was a real journalist, in terms that you never really knew if he was a Republican. You never really knew if he was a Democrat, you know, because he was so good at just making the person talk and not sharing his point of views, you know? So
Yeah.
it's a reason why he's the king, you know, the best Jewish kid that ever did it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we
Right.
also lost a giant in the baseball world, hammering Hank Aaron. Uh, First man to break Babe Ruth's record, dealt with all kinds of racism and discrimination in the process of doing that. You know, he holds a special place in my heart because, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, my grandfather and great grandfather both played in the Negro Leagues. And considering that Hank Aaron played in the Negro Leagues for a few years and then came to the majors and then broke Babe Ruth's record, you know, that's huge. And his record wasn't broken until Barry Bonds broke it in the early 2000s. So that means his record held for almost 40 years. So definitely rest in peace to Hammer and Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's sad. All right, we're gonna skip ahead to sports. This weekend we had the football. We had Tom Brady. I don't know what kind of deal he worked out with the devil, but he's going to the Super Bowl again for the 10th time, and he's playing the kid, Pat Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs. So you got the Bucks and the Chiefs playing against each other. As a Jet fan, I hope the Bucks lose just because I don't like Tom Brady. But this is going to be literally a battle of the eras. You have the old legend, the greatest to ever do it, Tom Brady, and the new upstart, this kid, Pat Mahomes, who has the potential to be the greatest that ever did it. I know y'all don't watch football, but hey, I'm excited for this, and hopefully everybody else is too.
Mm-hmm. This is I'm probably going to be definitely watching the Super Bowl this year.
Oh yeah. And UFC this weekend, Conor McGregor. Anything happened with him? He I know we had a fight. He talked a lot, and did he back it up? I don't know.
You
Can you tell me, Icon?
Can you please let us know, because I didn't even wind up making the fight.
Okay.
But
Here we go.
I think you have some information.
Here we go. I know people going to shit on Conor McGregor, and because he's the biggest name in UFC, and yes, he lost. He lost to
Dustin Poirier.
And I seen the fight, and look, they both came to fight. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They both came to fight. I think they both prepared the best that they could, thinking that the fight that they thought they was going to have. Mm-hmm. And Dustin just had a better game plan. Mm-hmm. He attacked those damn calves, and that was the main thing that took Conor out. Once your legs go, shit, you all go.
Yep. Yep.
So I was shocked. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I was shocked, but Dustin been beasting lately. You know what I'm saying? He's been beasting. So he's been proving that he ain't the same motherfucker that fought Conor back then.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So I'm happy for Dustin, and I'm still looking to see what else Connor's going to do. Because if Connor's on the card, I'm still going to see it.
Yeah, we gonna go with that.
Mhm.
No, I wouldn't mind. You know what? I do like Connor's a good fight. He's entertaining. He's real good at running his mouth, but to me, he's a lot like Ronda Rousey.
No, hold on. Hold up. In this build up, no. In this build up, it was all respect. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It wasn't no I can fuck him. You know what I'm saying? It was all
Mhm.
respect. It was respect before and with respect after. So that's why I'm not, you know, being hard on Connor. You know what I'm saying? It's the fight game. Hey, you're gonna lose
Yes.
sometimes.
Yeah, we all take a L. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but hey, kudos to him.
Yeah.
Kudos to him guys for having a heart to fight. So,
Hell
yeah, that's
yeah.
all we want for sports right now. I know that we haven't done our hood legends, aka Extreme Legend, for a couple of weeks. For those of you that are new to the show, we cover someone that is a hood legend, a hood classic, someone that's been in the game for a minute that doesn't really get the recognition that they deserve.
Mhm.
This week we're gonna cover somebody that has been around. She has been everybody's mama, grandmama, sister, in every black movie since the 70s. Miss Loretta Devine,
Oh yeah.
known for that high pitched voice, known for her great acting skills, known for her being that little flirty one and waiting to exhale. Yeah, yeah. She's Loretta, she's everybody's auntie. She's everybody's auntie. Yo, what's your
Mhm.
favorite Loretta Devine movie? Icon.
Oh, I mean, the first thing you think of is Waiting to Exhale.
Mhm.
Um, uh, yeah, that's the first thing that pops up to mind. So I'm gonna say that's my favorite one to see her in, because that
Mhm.
actually showed her acting ability. You know, she had a
Yeah.
good role, a good meaningful role, and yeah, I appreciate it.
Mhm.
But her being in the preacher's wife, family
Yeah.
reunion,
Yeah.
she always bring it to the table, man. And it's like, when you see certain faces in movies, it's just certain faces, when you see it whatever that person doing that movie, is going to be with some substance,
Mhm.
and she's one of those faces, like I could
Mhm.
be flipping through a Netflix, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Uh, and I don't know what the movie is. If I see her face, I'm stopping and say, "Oh, I'm going to see what it is." She's one of those
Mhm.
faces. So if I'm going by, that's with anybody. Like if I'm just flipping by and it's Tom Cruise, I'm like, "Oh shit, Tom Cruise in this one." It's a
Mhm.
face that when you see it, it's going to be some type of quality work. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Legend. What's your favorite Loretta Devine movie?
So I want to probably say it's been so many. And this is
Yeah.
what I always tell like a lot of people. She's one of those that guys. So she's
Yeah.
never, from what I remember, I don't remember her except maybe a Tyler Perry movie, and that's probably my favorite. Um,
Mhm.
where
Oh, you're
she
not
would
gonna act like you don't remember Funny Valentine when she played the disabled girl that got raped. Funny Valentine?
see, and I'm trying to remember all the way back because
Yeah.
she done
I
had
think
so
that's one of
many.
her.
And sometimes that she did sit up there and she had like the you know the main floor. But at the
Mhm.
end of the day, like she's been in so many, and that's what I tell people about myself. I have no
Mhm.
problem being one of those that guys. It's like,
Mhm.
okay, as long as you're in those movies, because some of those movies, just like Icon was saying, if I see
Mhm.
her in it, I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna watch. I'm flicking through the channels, and then I
Mhm.
see that, I'm like, okay, wait. Oh, she's in this? Okay, let's stop. And
Mhm.
we don't sit up there and we don't recognize how many people that we have like that. That
Mhm.
okay, if we see them and they're listed as far as this movie, okay, I want to see what they're doing in that movie. She's an incredible actress, like
Mhm.
you said, the auntie, because she's the auntie in every
Mhm.
movie. So you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Every movie that I watch, she's the auntie, she's the nanny, she's the nurse, whatever. But when she comes in, she
Mhm.
brings it.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? By all means, excellent, excellent performance.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to be the star of it because when she's on camera, she shines no matter what. So you already see that. So wow.
Yeah, definitely. All right. We were going to do a versus tonight, but I think I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. We're going to hold off. We might maybe get to it a little bit later. Tonight, we want to get into this main event. But before we do, we got some good news to announce. The Extreme Truth Podcast is now an official company. You are now looking at the 3 owners of the Extreme Truth Podcast, LLC.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So contrary to popular belief, we are the 3 owners of the Extreme Truth Podcast officially.
Now I want to clear up something because last week it was told somebody went on a podcast on Thursday.
Yes.
And announced that they were the sole owner. Now I know I was on Real Men Have Scars Too on Agape Love Network. So I'm like, okay, I didn't say that. There's 3 of us. There's 3 of us that's made this work. There's 3 of us that put in the paperwork. So I'm like, no, why would anybody go on live and announce that they are the owner? Not owners. That's like steak in the background. No, there's no sizzle on the steak. No, they're the owner of Extreme Truth. So I'm like, no, that wasn't me. I would never say that because this has been a venture right here. And I thank all of y'all that's tuning in tonight and all of y'all that might not be here. You know what I mean? Y'all made this happen. So we definitely thank y'all. And trust me, as far as I know, there's only 3 of us in regards. So I don't know if that leaked out on my show that I was on, that I was guest appearing on. Because I don't know anybody else that would go on any other show and would announce that they're the owner of Extreme Truth. But wouldn't know why they'd even do that. But I'm just clearing my shelf to make sure that y'all know. No, I don't. I enjoy the ownership with my brothers here. So we 3. There's only 3. And we made it official today. So thank y'all all. Welcome to Extreme Truth Podcast and Productions.
Yes.
All right, Jimmy. So just take it away. Shit.
All right, let's get into the main event tonight. This topic is something that's just so crazy, and I hear about it so often. Well, I often hear women or men talk about, how could this person cheat on their spouse and still try to go back and say they love them? And it's so weird because it's usually split amongst genders. It's usually the women say one of 2 things. They either say, how could he cheat on his wife? If he was unhappy, he should have just left. Or they say, how can he cheat on his wife? She was beautiful. By the way, one has nothing to do with the other. Men are just like, I get it. That's every man's answer. Every man's answer is like, yeah, it makes sense. You could cheat on your wife and still love them, or your husband. I mean, I'm not trying to be sexist. People can cheat on their spouses and still love their spouses. I'm not encouraging it or justifying it, but it can happen. So yeah, Icon, you were saying something.
Okay, so one story comes to mind. You remember that Sandra Bullock situation when the guy that she was married to cheated on her with some freak bitch, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if y'all knew, but I always had a little crush on Sandra Bullock. Okay.
Yeah.
Since Speed, she could always get it. Okay. I don't give a fuck. I will fuck her now. But anyway, moving right along. Yeah. But when they showed the chick that he cheated on her with, right? Y'all saw the chick? She was like this gothic looking, black hair white girl, looking like a freak, right? This, how can he do that? I seen that chick. I was like, I see how. That bitch look like a freak. Now listen, women, I'm not saying that a guy should just cheat because a woman looks like a freak. I'm not saying that. But when guys do certain stupid shit, even if a guy don't do it, we can still understand why a guy would do it, right, man?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's something stupid, right? We could be like, damn, but I see why he did.
Yeah.
You know,
Now,
yeah.
Mhm.
So if your question is, can a person love someone and cheat on them? Yeah, guys do it all the time because we compartmentalize, we separate the emotions and shit when we just want a fucking nice piece of ass. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, that's just straight up. And women, I'm not saying all men are going to cheat, but I think most men, let's say some men on here, let's see if they agree. I think most men, it's two ways that men won't cheat. Either a guy actually finds a woman, they be like, yo, fuck this chick to complete me A, B, C, or D. I don't have to worry about 1, 2, and 3 because she got that. So you know what? I don't need to cheat. I'm good. There's some men that are actually like that. And then there's some men that will continue on cheating until they get to a certain age. They're like, you know what, fuck it. Now I just want one bitch because all these bitches just too much now. And I need to save some money.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes get to a certain point, he can say, you know what, it's just one bitch and I'm good. And then you got some guys that, hey, they're going to keep fucking everyone till everyone's just say no. Like that's just what it is. So hopefully, women, y'all decide to choose the right guy. Once y'all notice some bullshit or some irregularities or whatever, and you decide to stay, it's your fucking fault. Don't be blaming us. Don't be saying guys ain't shit. You know he wasn't shit. You know he was cheating on you. You know what I'm saying? Getting phone calls 4 o'clock in the morning. Who's that, babe? Oh, that's my mom's. No, that goddamn old as hell. She ain't waking up. All right.
Go ahead, legend. Go ahead, legend.
Okay,
You
let's
think
make sure we can hear me now, right? We're
Yeah,
good.
we can hear you. We can hear
Okay,
you.
so first of all, I don't agree. I don't disagree too much with what Icon said, right? Because at the end of the day, as far as with cheating goes, right? This is something I preach on almost a regular. If you so I have a 6-star system, right? So on the 6 stars, that's the 6 things that you definitely want out of a relationship. So out of the 6 stars, somebody should be getting 3. If you're not 3, then it doesn't count. You already can understand you're going to be cheated on. You're going to be, not acknowledged, whatever the case may be. So that's what comes to a lot as far as with this. First of all, you shouldn't even get into a relationship if you're not agreeing or you're not happy with the circumstances, right? So I'm going to get into a commitment relationship. And this is what a lot of people twist into. Because I'm in this show, this is my girlfriend, that's my wife. Oh, no, but y'all don't agree on committing because you're still out there doing your fucking thing. And that's what kills me about a lot of these people out there now. So that's number one. You come into a commitment.
But yeah, we know that part. But the thing is, we know that's the fuckery. That's the cheating. We understand. We talk about once you get into fuckery, once you already in it, can you still love a person and be in a fuckery?
No, because it starts from the beginning. Because guess what? Any relationship that I jumped in, and if I really loved the person or really liked the person, then guess what? I got into it. I wasn't concerned about anybody else. It doesn't matter how good they look, how much freakiness they were talking, whatever. If I'm involved in you and we have a commitment, then there was no cheating. So then I wouldn't be on this show. But you know what I'm saying? When you start cheating, that's because you're not finding happiness.
Preach legend, preach family. That's what I'm talking about. A real man speaking. Preach legend.
So when you're actually in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And then you start cheating, then there's no discretion, there's no scratching your head because it's okay. He wasn't happy to get into to begin with.
Yeah.
But things change. So like I said, you're in a relationship, you didn't see these things coming, and things are not making you happy. And you might even talk to about the other person about it. And they're just like, it's all right, it's okay, blah, blah. They're blowing it off, whatever the case may be. So then you start looking outside for those things that's not preached or that's not accelerating to you. Because I try to tell people all the time, if you're not happy with your current situation, then that's an issue. That doesn't mean you go look outside. That means you need to go look outside completely. Because obviously that means that you're not, whatever that person is doing, it's affecting you so much, you're not happy. Nobody's perfect.
So you saying a person cannot cheat on them and love them at the same time?
No, so okay, so I guess you want me to skip to the answer. So the thing is, a person can have so a person can have love for the other person and still cheat. I believe when you're actually in love, then you should be in love with that one person. Because whenever you're driving your whole emotions towards that way.
Okay.
Well, I actually have a contrary answer based on a situation that I've been made aware of someone that I know. If you love a person, you should be faithful to them. I completely agree. Unless there are certain situations that dictate that. I know someone personally whose spouse has MS, multiple sclerosis. One of the long-term side effects of that is that you lose feeling down bottom. So if he tries to sleep with his wife, she can't feel anything, which then kills her sex drive. So he loves his wife to no end. He will do anything for her, but she can't have sex at all. So if you think about the situation he's dealing with, his wife has a disease that will kill her. He already knows this. So you now have to deal with her being sick, deal with her being depressed, trying to tell her that she's going to be okay while neglecting your own health and now neglecting your desires, your urges. So, the thing that a lot of people say is, oh, well, like Dro says, she should give him a hall pass. A lot of women aren't comfortable with that. A lot of women are not comfortable with giving their men a hall pass. They're not.
And you know what? That's selfish. Because I'm gonna let you know something. I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna keep it funky all the way. All right. If I'm married, right? And my wife is used to me getting dick. I mean, damn, used to her.
Yeah,
go on, Icon.
What the fuck is going on? Hold up, reboot, Control Alt, delete that. The hell?
So imagine that the girl who just spoke, I'm taking her down every fucking night. Right? That's the fuck lifestyle she used to, right? All of a sudden, some shit happens to me. My shit can't work no more, right? I'm gonna be like this. Listen, man. I know you love me, right? Just love me by just helping the nigga out. You know what I'm saying? And hey, do you get dick down? Cause ain't shit I can do. You know what I'm saying? How I'm gonna deprive you of your life. You young as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this is what you got to think about. Again, this person's situation.
If they still love me to care for me as their husband, knowing that I'm sick, I'm grateful for that. I'm going to say, oh no, you can't get none, and I can't fuck you. That's fucked up.
What happens when you constantly fucking the next girl and you end up falling for her? How does that go?
Well, that's actually what I was going to say too. So that's okay. With it.
Okay. So that's why sex shouldn't be one of the main things or the only thing that defines your relationship. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? Things can happen, just like what you're talking about, Icon.
Exactly. You know what?
But if I love the person for all other things, I'm not even going to be physically attracted. Again, hey, don't get me wrong. We're all human, so we get those attractions. So you might dip off here and there, but your loyalty still lies with the person that you're with.
Again,
if you answer that,
but this is the thing I think everybody's confusing. Like,
No.
you still love the person, so you still going back home to them. You going out and cheating with them isn't even for anything emotional. You going out
Yeah.
and cheating literally just to get a physical release. So again, in my people's situation,
Listen.
I can only imagine the depression he has to deal with from having to deal with that. I can only imagine how hard
and
it is.
that's more than
Yo, I
understandable.
would be more
That's more than
depressed.
understandable. At the end of the day, everybody has their feelings.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I say people when women come to me and they be asking advice about getting into whatever relationship, and they're like, oh well, I'm not really physically attracted to them. No, that's a problem. Because if you're not physically attracted, if whatever, then you're going to go and you'll find your physical attraction elsewhere.
But I'm talking about
right?
somebody.
We all agree?
Yeah, but I'm talking about somebody that's already in a relationship, not somebody that's looking. Somebody you've been with them, y'all been down together. It's nothing. It's not a new relationship. Y'all been together. So again, if you cheating on them, is you can cheat on them and still love them. Sometimes just for that physical release, it's just like, you know what? Let me go get this nut off. That way I could come home and deal with her or help her.
And that's fine, Jimmy.
Mhm.
You're talking about while you're in. I'm talking about in the beginning. Because in the beginning, you have to understand that, you know what I'm saying, that might happen. These things can happen. So when you're talking about going into a long-term relationship, you got to be able to put up with no matter what happens.
You should be able to.
If I'm going to jump in the car tonight to go to Quick Check and get in a fucking accident.
No,
and I might be crippled. I might be on crutches. I've been on crutches before. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, okay, and it was temporary. Obviously, you want me to stand up? I can stand up if y'all want to see. I can stand up. I walk. I jog. I run. I go to the gym. Whatever. But when you're talking about a long-term relationship, you have to keep those things in mind. Do you think anyone? I'll tell you like this: any woman that I've been in a relationship with, right now, and whether I love them, I hate them, it's whatever. If we was in a relationship and they was put in a wheelchair, I would still ride behind them. Because like I said, okay, that's how much I love them. So it's okay. Well, I'm there for you for that. But some people don't even put that into their type of thinking, just in case if something happens to them, or if things go wrong, or this, that, whatever. So, like I said, a lot of people get into relationships right now just to be in relationships. They're not in relationships because they want to be and because they could see themselves all going towards the future with this person. I thought that's what you're supposed to get in a relationship for. I might
but this is my thing. Again, this is why we say, can you cheat on them and still love them? If you cheat on them, you're not leaving them. You still say, I still love this person. Again, the scenario I brought up, this man did not expect that. This man did not expect his wife to have a condition to where she physically could not have sex. Like that's the thing I think we sometimes think about. We think about the person that's sick. We don't think about the person that's taking care of them.
Hell no, no. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
So nobody thinks about that.
I think everybody deserves to have their life the way that they want. If you want your life happy, be happy. You know what I'm saying? I do not want to be the burden while somebody can't be to their fullest of happiness. You know what I'm saying? So shit. If I can't fuck the bitch, I hope somebody else can.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing.
And I agree with what you're saying. But you're cool with that. You're cool if they fuck right in front of you. They're cool as far as whatever the case may be.
Who's talking about that type of extreme? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody. I mean, that's just fuckery now you talking about. You talk about, oh, okay, babe, you could go fuck. Okay, let me suck the dude's dick right there. That's what you're talking about?
I mean, wait.
Of course, they're going to get a hotel. They're going to probably go to dinner, and they probably going to get a 4-hour joint, bust a few nuts, and she's going to come back home and wash her ass and hop in the damn bed.
Oh my God. Hello. Hey, y'all.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, we about to open it up for the audience in a minute. We about to open it up for y'all in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got you. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. For those of y'all, this is your first time. The way that we do it in order to keep order is if you have a question or comment, you can hit the more button on your screen, and there should be an option there to raise hands, just so we have it in order. If that doesn't work, you can type your question or comment in the chat. If all else fails, take yourself off mute, and we'll acknowledge you. So who has the first comment on this? Remember, the question is, can you cheat on your ex? Or not, I'm sorry, not your ex. Can you cheat on your significant other and still love them? So who wants to go first?
Hey, do you mind if I jump in? Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead, Tim.
Am I unmuted?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on? How y'all doing, man?
What's going on, Tim?
Tim McCray from Rich and Tim Unleashed. Had to do that little shameless plug. But the answer to that question is, of course, man, especially if you're in a long-term relationship. Things change, man. Not saying you lose love or fall out of love with that person, but the physical situations could change, whether it's male or female. She might be going through menopause. She might not, have those same desires as before. But everything else is fine. Cook, clean, wash, do the whole same thing. But men, we can separate those emotions and go out and smash a bitch and be like, look, first thing I would do if I was to be a cheater is I'm not gonna lie to both of them. Only one of them is getting some lies. All right, or they both might get truth. All right, but the side piece is gonna have to understand I'm not leaving my wife. I love my wife. This is my situation. I live in a home. It's comfortable. You know what I mean? I got kids, grandkids. But if you need this thing between my legs, I got you. You know what I mean? But that's all you're gonna get. So it's kind of like the hard D and bubblegum type situation. You know what I mean? So men can still, I think, cheat and not get that connection because sometimes we disconnect. You know what I mean? When we doing it, it's for that nut. It's for that release. Women, I think, sometimes get their emotions into it. I could be wrong. Sometimes men get caught up. Don't fit. You don't know how good the coochie is. It could be one of the sunshine situations where you'll put your mama on the phone. So, so with that being said, man, I think that men can cheat. And now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of females out there, man. Friends that I had that's just hard rocks. They the same way. So it depends on the situation. But in a long-term relationship, I think that you can. I won't even call it cheat. Go outside your relationship, have a sexual relationship, and still be in love with your significant other.
Absolutely, and I completely agree with you, Ted. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's like, okay, when you've been in a relationship for so long, and if things ain't working out, you dip outside just to fulfill those needs. You know what I mean? You don't want to leave.
You're in a strong relationship,
and other personality traits, but they're not handling the business when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So in that case, you dip out, you do your thing, you come back home, and you're the best, and if you wife or whatever, because it's not just men. I know them as friends. They've done a lot. They've done too much as far as outside. But they still come back there and they love that man. And I know guys that love that woman, but they're still dipping out. So they
but you know what? If you
so they can come back to it. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. But if you're in a strong relationship, you should be able to have that conversation with your significant other about the sexual situation before you start bouncing out. So when you give that ultimatum and say, hey, look, I'm about to go hunting. Unless you don't want me to go hunting, you gotta feed me at home.
But you know
that's another flip side to it.
That doesn't happen a lot. And that should happen. But it doesn't happen a lot.
If you're in a real relationship, I don't know if y'all see this gray hair on my face, but if you're in a real relationship, you should be able to talk to your woman about anything, especially if you've been together 20, 30 years. You know what I mean? You should be able to sit down and have that conversation about anything, man, whether it's finances, sex, whatever. But you got to have those conversations. And that's the problems with men. We run around lying and cheating and always flexing for that next girl. Keep it real with them, man. If they're going to give it to you, they're going to give it to you anyway. If she a hoe, she a hoe. You know what I mean? If she's not going to consider herself a homewrecker.
We jump in that situation because we see the promises and we just jump in it. We're not even thinking about, okay, we're going to be dipping out. We're going to be doing our thing, whatever the case may be. And then that's not fair to the person that you're committing to. Because guess what? That woman might cut off every situation that she has. She's dedicated totally towards you, right?
Yeah. She might even go bob it and cut you off.
Now we got Pablo up next. Pablo got to make a comment. But before we do, it's a little unscripted. I really want to give a shout out to my man's George Canardi that is on here. George, man, it's so good to see you. It is so good to see you on here.
Brother George.
It's been so long. George has had a bit of a tough time, but George, I'm really happy to see you on here, man. I really am.
Absolutely. Brother, you already know we love you. Thank you for being on. Glad to see you up here, and we'll see you soon face to face. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a lot of your old Comcast family saying hi to you, brother.
Fellow, you high, exactly, brother.
Yeah,
You are missed and you are loved, and we're
yeah,
glad to see you up here.
yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, Pop, you had your hand up, man.
Hey, you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Hey, hey,
Hey, what's going on, guys? First of all, hey, George, how you doing? Long time no see.
hey.
I don't know if his mic's on or not. His mic might not be on.
Right.
No, his mic's on. Yeah, but go
Maybe
ahead,
he
bro.
can't hear us. Then. But
Mhm.
anyway, so the short answer to that, and I agree with the gentleman that I was speaking to. Yeah, you can, and I agree. As a man, you can, you can separate things. However, what are you willing to risk? See, in my
Yeah.
case, and I told you this because we have these conversations beforehand. I don't know if you call me and like
Mhm.
prep for you, but I was like,
Mhm.
I'm a terrible liar.
Mhm.
I could be driving on the phone with a girl, and I look at a girl, and she's like, "What are you looking at?" She's not.
Mhm.
She can hear my the just the way I breathe. I don't know what, but
Mhm.
she can tell, and I'm like, nothing. It was somebody, walking by, whatever. So I'm a terrible
Mhm.
liar. So that's the thing. What are you willing to risk? Now, if you're, somebody who can, I've known men who can have 4 different relationships with 4 different women and never get caught. I
Mhm.
could barely keep up with the one. So that's the only thing. I mean, and now in the situation that you're talking about, can you like you were saying, the guy who's married to the lady with MS, um,
Yeah.
again, you can cheat, but is she okay with that? What if she finds out? Are
But
you doing
see.
more damage? Are you
Mhm.
doing more damage to her if you tell her? Because remember, I told you, well, in that case, you just have a conversation with her, tell her this and this
Mhm.
and my niece, like Icon was saying, hey, these are the me, these, hey, I know I can't please you anymore. Go ahead, do you?
But here's the question. Then this is the drawback with that. Somebody that's dealing with a terminal disease, odds are they're suffering from some kind of depression. Like just taking the mental aspect of it,
Right.
they're probably depressed. They're
Mhm.
probably expecting you to leave. That's automatically. That's probably one of their biggest fears already.
And what if
So
they find out that you cheated? Wouldn't that make it
you,
worse?
you don't get caught. You just have to be really good with
You
not get
think you
because
don't get caught, but you don't know that.
you
Listen,
don't. But here's also the drawback too. If you're taking care of somebody that's I don't know if I don't know if you've ever taken care of somebody that's had like a terminal illness. It's the
Uh-huh.
hardest thing because you're watching them deteriorate and you're mentally stressing out and deteriorating yourself, but you can't show them that. You have to always show a strong face. So while you're taking care of them, you're literally being destroyed yourself. And it's like an old saying, a dead battery can't jump a dead battery. So you're sitting there like, I'm gonna hold on, but mentally inside, you're like, man, I hate my life.
That's why
Man, I
you
just need
need
to
to
live a
go
really
outside
yeah,
and
yeah,
get that
yeah.
jump.
But at the end of the day, it's like
Mhm.
okay, if you're feeling that way, you're not even thinking about going outside of the relationship. You're thinking about the person that's going through it, right? So all your emotional investments is tied up into that person. Am I right
Right.
or wrong?
until
But that's
until
go
until
ahead.
you are in a grocery store, you're stressing over 2 years and a half, okay, of taking care of someone is putting a strain on you. So you at the grocery store, all right,
Mhm.
you see Pam from high school. Pam is looking sexy to the motherfucker. And just come to find out she just moved back to town to live right around the corner. Good Lord. And her ass is nice. She does yoga. So she got just everything nice. She's a vegetarian, so everything just so nice and plump. And all of a sudden she just say, "Oh man, let's just walk in the party. Seems like you just need to release some stress." And all of a sudden your mind's thinking, damn, I really do need to relieve some stress. You know what? When the
Mhm.
when the hospice nurse come through and take care of her for about good 4 hours, I'll come and just relax with you for 4 hours. And then that relaxation is gonna come to some a little bit of sextation, you know what I'm saying? Because now you just need to release. All right, now you still love the woman that is about to die any minute now, but any minute now seems like any year now. Okay, she can't do nothing for you, but you still love her, so you're doing what you want to take care of her. But Pam done just came back and she just showing fresh cooch all over the place. So guess what you're going to do, legend? You're going to get Pam Cooch, right? Because Pam Cooch understands. Pam Cooch is going to be there when everything else falls. You know why?
Okay. Why?
Because Pam Cooch got something that the old Cooch don't got, and that's life.
Okay, so let me explain to you about life. I'm glad you brought that up, cuz. Of course, Icon. Hey, I'm not sitting up there and knocking you for what you said, Icon. Okay, that's my whole thing. When I get in a relationship, right, it's about a commitment, right? So that means I'm dedicated to you. So we're gonna work our things out between way or wrong. And even if we grow to the part that we love each other, then that's even something different. So all of a sudden you're down in your injuries. You know what I'm saying? Well, it wouldn't matter what it is, whether it's cancer, whether it's, whatever. Okay. I love this woman. I enjoy being intimate with this woman so much. Like, okay, then I'm not going to look outside because I'm in love with her. And that's why I want to make sure we get this whole terminology figured out. There's a difference between being in love with somebody and having love for somebody. So, Icon, what you're talking about is having love for somebody. But okay, this person comes along and this, that, whatever, they talking a good game, and this person can't participate. Then okay, yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my nut off. No, we're not talking about that.
Nah.
Because I can tell you from personal experience. Yeah, like if I'm really into somebody and I love them and I'm in love with them, no, then nobody else comes into factor. Because I would want it the same for me. You know how many accidents and things or whatever I get into. So I would want them to stick up for me and be faithful.
But hang on, y'all too. Hang on, we still
be faithful to me just as much as I would be faithful to them if the situation was reversed.
I got it, but
I don't need to go and cheat. Sex is not the be all and end all. I've had enough sex to the point where I cannot have sex for the rest of my life and be happy. All right, it's not about sex when I'm in the relationship.
Well, okay, well, cool. Now we still got other people we got people that's been waiting for a minute to ask their questions, so we still got to get to them. Dro, you had your hand up.
Yes, I did. So I'm a different breed.
Of course,
Mr. Jimmy. So, with being in, so let me talk about me. I had a toxic trait where I would break up with somebody emotionally and move on to another person. So that was my problem. When things got comfortable, I don't just like let it happen. I just kept saying something about it, like something's off, something's wrong. Can we fix it? And after like the 5th time I've said something, I'm just gonna like, okay, you don't care. I'm just gonna do what I want. But fast forward to me being 30. At 30 years old, I went through this transformation of mentally having this conversation where you're supposed to have these adult conversations with people. If I can't provide what you need, I need you to tell me, and vice versa. I come from a whole different lifestyle that not many people understand. Jimmy, you completely know why. I'm not gonna put myself completely out there.
Yeah, I know. And by the way, your episode has actually gained 327 views since Thursday. Just saying.
Oh wow!
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm not surprised, but congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, saying that it's a sit-down conversation. I literally have this conversation with my own other half. The conversation is, okay, look, if you want to do X, Y, and Z because I'm not available, or if I get to do X, Y, and Z while I'm not available, it's a whole conversation. There's a do's and don'ts. There is where you have to have, like I said, that adult conversation, an uncomfortable conversation that people don't like to have. As Legend said, it's not the main thing, but as human creatures, we have a certain needs and want. It's not always a physical thing. It's sometimes just to feel better or feel good, some type of release. And sometimes you want to be touched and not want to be touched yourself. Touching yourself versus someone touching you is a whole different utopia.
Oh yeah.
So that's strike one. Strike two, when I was talking about hall pass, again, like I said, I'm in a different kind of life that people may not understand, and my life is never boring because of it. I was considered someone's quote unquote hall pass. And what happened was the wife knew who I was, she knew about me and everything else. We were cool. It wasn't like I knew I kept my own boundaries. It wasn't that they made them boundaries like, oh, you don't have to worry about it. It's like, no. As a third person coming into a situation, I made my own boundaries for that couple. Whatever reason why he was able to get the hall pass was their reason. I didn't care as long as I knew my position. That's the problem. People don't know positions. Again, with this conversation, what people have, like you said, if someone's sick, you have that adult conversation. You have these conversations before. That goes back to when you're dating somebody and people say, oh, I like this, this, and this. You only say you like X, Y, and Z because you think that's what's going to keep him or bring him. I like to call those women ring chasers.
Oh, I didn't hear that. What was it?
I like to call them ring chasers.
Okay.
I'm
Go on and call it. Yeah, that sounds about
I'm like,
right.
all
Go
my
ahead.
girls want to suck your dick from the back and swallow it and then throw my ass in your face later. But I'm not going to do it over y'all. I'm just going to tell you what I feel like you want or think you like. Put a ring on my finger. Now my last name changed and I'm a whole new bitch when things change. No, I'm going to be the same bitch you met from the beginning to the end to always. My boyfriend to this day don't understand how I still do the things I did from day 1 to day 31. I told him, I said, I'm always gonna be the same bitch. I said, no one can ever tell you in my past that they never had to ask anything of me twice. That's just me as a person. I am a natural nurturer. I'm a caterer. That's just who I am. But it's to whom I choose her to be for. So if you don't have these conversations, and that's why people are cheating, like, okay, now you're having a sit-down conversation like, well, you said you like this, and you like that. Oh, I said that. But no, I changed my mind. You can't do that. That's when you cause the friction. That's when you're causing the cheating. So to answer your question, can you cheat on someone and love them? Yes. It's because they're not meeting your sexual needs or that feeling that you want, or they're lacking in something. So the person who you may be sleeping with and cheating with may be giving you that touch that your wife or husband is not giving you anymore. Or they're not saying that they used to do anymore. So now they have a reason to jump out. Do you know how many people I know who jump out because their wife or husband said, oh, I do this and the other and never do it? Plenty. And then back, like you said, like I was saying, again, in my life, I've seen couples that come to these situations, I'm not gonna say what they are, because the husband has ED or the boyfriend has ED or the woman can't get wet anymore, and they get this high off of watching you be pleased by somebody else because it's a bond you have together. There's always a will and a way. So if you're gonna be a ring chaser, just be known you're gonna be cheated on because somebody else is gonna do what you're not gonna do. If you say you would suck his dick from the back and you only did it slightly, here I give you a whole demo video how to do that shit and you confused. I'm not saying you need to be cheated on, but you basically wrote a check that's gonna keep bouncing. If you're not willing to be that person for like you said, sex is not the main thing, but it's part of it. There's two things that I've always been told that could ruin any relationship: money and sex.
Yep. Yeah.
So if you
No, go ahead, babe. Go ahead. Oh shit. Don't let me stop you. Go ahead. You're on the road.
Someone who comes from a different aspect of things. I'm about to be 35. So I have these adult conversations, these uncomfortable conversations with anyone I've dated. Even anyone after him got to know, like, look, this, and this. If you don't do this, we need to have this conversation. I'm only gonna ask you one time. And if we keep revisiting the same conversation 5 times, let me know. So I'm going to find someone else to do it. Don't get your feelings hurt. Because I'm quote unquote too old to be sitting there thinking like, oh, it's going to be fixed. Why wait for someone's going to give me sugar when I really need the whole cake?
I get you.
That's just how I think.
I feel you.
I don't know if that answers the question.
It definitely does. All right, we got Queen Diva. She had a hand up.
Well.
Here we go.
Well. Okay.
Now, if you're about to bring in a church, let's just
No. I'm going to keep it short and simple and straight to the point. Okay. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you guys, and I thought about this subject and I thought about it. And first of all, I don't do that cheating thing. That's not me. If I'm in love with you, I'm going to try to work it out. But if we can't work it out, I'm going to tell you I'm out. If you don't believe me that I'm out, then that's on you. You feel me? Because a lot of time a woman, I would tell, what would you say?
No, I'm gonna let you finish. 'Cause I have a question for that.
A lot of time a woman would tell a man that, listen, this is not working. I don't want to be in this relationship no more. And no matter how many times she tells him, he's still having in his head that they're together. So if I tell you and you still got it in your head that we're together, then that's on you. But you see that dodging shit and going out to restaurants and dodging, making sure somebody don't see you and be holding down low. I don't have time for all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to keep it 100 with you. And if I'm supposed to be in love with you, then I'm cheating. No, that love should keep my ass at home with you and work out through all the problems with you. You can't be in love with somebody and out there cheating. That shit don't make no sense to me. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Call it friends with benefits or whatever you want to call it, but don't say you in love and don't call yourself couples. That's not couples. Couples work things out and fight through thick and thin. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
if go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Gotta let you finish.
No, you have this urge for this question. Come, bring it out. Bring it out.
Yeah, my question is, you said that if somebody's not meeting your needs, you're gonna leave because sometimes people stay in these relationships a little bit too long. But again, let's take it back to when someone has this medical condition and they physically can't meet your needs. Do you feel that you should just abandon them because they're not meeting your need? Or should you just sit there and be unhappy with not having those needs met? Because at the end of the day, you can still love a person, but there's still certain urges that you're going to have. So if they, let's just say, have this condition and they're the type that's like, you know what? No, I don't want you cheating on me. I don't want you sleeping with someone else. But you yourself still have these urges. You yourself is now starting to feel the mental effects of what's going on with them. What do you feel that you should leave them in that situation, or should you just kind of tuck your urges away?
That's where communication comes in. You know me, and that's the biggest problem. Sometimes we have lack of it. People don't talk like they should. They don't express themselves. They don't tell the other person how they feel. But I'm not going to leave you because you can't do what you used to do, or I'm going to tell you, listen, I love you, but in a time like that, that person can't be selfish either. I'm hoping the person's not selfish. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the question is,
Icon.
If you have it,
Icon.
Yeah.
You hear the ladies talking, explaining herself. Why you interrupting me, Icon? Let me come over here.
Because I'm going to let you answer the question.
I am answering the question. I'm being 100. If my loved one that I'm in love with is sick and can't perform for me, unfortunately, at that point, we're going to have that conversation, and I'm going to let them know I love you dearly, but at this point, I have to get my needs be met. But when I first came in here,
I think there's some people missing from this show.
When I first came here and talk, I'm talking about too healthy person. When you start taking sickness into it, it takes it to a different area. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's two. You can't do the same thing for both. There's different techniques for both of them. You know what I mean? I'm talking about two healthy people out there. If the person's healthy, you healthy, and you say you're in love with them, hey, you got to go find love someplace else. I just don't have time to be dodging and sneaking around. But I'm going to tell you, though. I will always tell you.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to believe me. I had a guy that I used to deal with before like that. I told him it's over. He still don't believe me.
Tough.
Yeah.
I feel you. All right, we got Larita. She's had her hand up for a minute, so go ahead, Larita.
I actually put my hand down because the ladies, even though we're outnumbered for like the first time ever in here, they're hitting it. They're hitting it on the, hitting the head on the nail.
How's it feel?
That's what we do.
It feels like there's just more testosterone in this episode, which I thought was kind of interesting. My thing is, how would you guys feel if the role was reversed? You guys are easily saying, oh, it's easy for a guy to go out there and cheat and still love their significant other. But if the woman was out there cheating, y'all would feel some type of way. Y'all feel like that lady's vagina parts belong to you. Not all.
It's funny that you say that, Larita. So I take, as far as if there's physical interaction in the relationship, then I take that accordingly. If I can't live up to the standards, I already know she's going to go out and do whatever. So no, you're absolutely right. When the physical standards is part of the negotiation, then okay, if I can't live up to that, or if she can't live up to that, then it should be no problem. It should be no issue. It's a problem, obviously. But then we can look at it and like, okay, she cheated, but I wasn't handling my business properly.
But men can't handle that. Men are not much. I have come across too many men, not that I've dealt with personally, that are not mature enough to be like, let's have that conversation that you were just talking about. They're not. Most men ain't gonna have that conversation. They're gonna be like,
well, I mean,
it varies. I'm gonna let you finish. Let me just say this one thing. Larita, can you just clarify, instead of saying men can't handle that, can we clarify with some of the men that you deal with?
No. Let's clarify. Not the men that I deal with, because for one, I'm not a cheater. That's one. Two, I don't deal with that breed of men.
Men can't handle that is a blanket statement. So
okay, so I said most. I didn't say all. I did say not all. I did say that. So I made that that disclaimer, not all. But there are men. There are men out there who will cheat and say, "But I still love her," but she belongs to me sexually. Like, how does that work? How do you go out there and you're sexing or even emotionally cheating with other women or other men, if that's their preference? You're out there cheating with other people, but then when it's done on the female's part, there's a problem. And that's not a blanketed statement. That's not 100% men. That's not 75% of men. There are men out there who feel that way. Like when you guys, there were a lot of heads nodding. There were a lot of heads nodding saying, yeah, we can still love the woman or our significant other and cheat. There were a lot of head nods. Why? But if the roles were reversed and the woman was out there cheating, would you feel the same way?
Yeah, I know women
I thought that we were pointing that out because there's no difference. We're talking about people in general. Because like I said, there's nobody that gets a buy, whether they're a man or female. Am I right, Icon? Go ahead, Icon. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. No, what I'm saying is I've had conversations with women that claim that they love their man, but they was cheating, so and I seen it, probably 50-50. I don't know who I seen it more with, but I think this depends on the person, maturity of the relationship and their wants and desires when it comes to them not cheating anymore. You know what I'm saying? I mean, me personally, for me, I just got mature over the years, and I got to a certain point. I was like, okay, it's a certain point in my time that I don't want to be going this hard. Okay, at 25, when I'm,
everybody matures differently at a different. Everybody matures differently at a different rate, and it's not male versus female. It's just overall. And I think when you get to the point of that level of maturity, say, listen, if I'm unhappy in this relationship, first we need to have a conversation. If you're not mature enough to have that conversation, then you need to break up that relationship and move on, because then it's just not fair to that other person.
But me personally, thinking about the times in my crazy and reckless years, so it was a time that I knew I loved a certain person. You couldn't tell me shit. But did my dumb ass cheat? Yeah, because men are able to compartmentalize that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking her with my feelings. And even though that sounds like bullshit to women, to us guys, it makes sense because we're men. We understand being men, what men is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things that women can only understand, in certain aspects. You know what I'm saying? But so that's why I can be like, yeah, I can love someone and still cheat on them because I did it in my, younger years. You know what I'm saying? Now, my maturity now, I can't think of having the energy of doing some shit like that.
So if you had the energy, you're saying you'd still do it? Like, you get what I'm saying? Out there.
The type
like
of
a little dog with his little thing hanging out there, humping everything. I'm just saying. You have to be clear.
Yeah, the type of immature energy that I used to have. Hell yeah. I mean, that comes over time of just knowing who you are as a man and knowing what you want to mold yourself into, and then knowing that you don't want your your base as a human being to be all about just money and women, but about self-worth and being more human and just being more just love, because that's what sustains. You know what I'm saying? Pussy get old after a while.
Yeah.
Sure.
We
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but okay.
we still got some hands up.
What I mean by that is ripping and running the streets till you're old as hell. You got 50-year-olds still trying to play the field.
Yeah, I know a few.
Yeah,
I know at least a
that's not
handful.
me, because if the woman can handle her business in the bedroom, it's never going to get old. So that's why I said I agree with what you're saying. Yeah.
No, I was talking about the lifestyle of just ripping and running the streets. You got middle-aged men, 50-60-year-olds trying to have like 3 or 4 hoes on the side talking about.
There's women out there doing it too. I know quite a few who are out there doing it too. I'm not even gonna let the double standard be on that. I know a few women out there who are out there doing their thing with these young boys, and I say young out there coopering it up. You know what I mean? So
that's why I want to make sure that we understand. Like, okay, this happens on both sides of the thing. You know what I'm saying? Women just sit there and duck off and do their thing. Men do the same thing, and men don't think that men just duck off and do their thing. Women do the same thing too. Because
women are the best at it.
Because
it just has to.
And one of the men.
They just have to stop being the double standard of it all. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
I got you. We still got a lot of hands up. We still got to get to everybody. All right, Bob, you had your hand up. Go ahead. Bob, you fall asleep?
Who's talking?
Pablo talked earlier.
No, that's him right there. No, his hand was back up.
Oh, I can't talk again? Is that what you're saying, bro?
Go ahead and talk.
I got a limit. I got a word limit now.
Yeah, Pop.
Okay, so basically what I was saying kind of goes back to what Larita was saying. Put it on the other side. Yeah, you can go ahead and cheat. But what if you get caught? Now you're given a certain scenario, or what if your wife is terminally ill? Okay, then what if you get caught? If you can give me a scenario, then I can give you one too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, get caught by the healthy one or the sick one? Like, which way getting caught?
What happened?
I said, which way getting caught by the sick wife or the healthy wife?
No, well, let's say you got you got a sick wife, taking care of her or whatever, and you, like you said, you've been taking care of her for 2 years. They never know when she's gonna go. They say, "Oh, she's got 2 weeks to live." Those 2 weeks may turn into 2 months, 2 years. You don't know, so she can no longer meet your needs. You say, yes, you find, what was her name again? That came back from high school and with the yoga. Pam. So you see Pam again, right? And you go and you try to do, this way, just way too many people nowadays with cell phone cameras, YouTube, Instagram, friggin' Twitter, everything, Snapchat, everything. They're just, it's nowadays you can't just go and, go around the corner and get into somebody's house. Everyone's watching. There's eyes everywhere. So what are you risks? Isn't it better to talk to that sick partner, like Jesus is saying, she may not be able to take that because of the depression that she's in. I understand. But wouldn't the hit be much, much worse if she found out through someone else what you've been doing behind her back?
I told you. I had it.
Oh, well. Yeah, that'd probably be much worse.
Yeah, it would be.
That's just the consequences I might have to try to take or dodge, because it's like, okay, if I know that her being depressed, and if I say, listen, I'm still going to take care of you. I'm not going nowhere. Just every once in a while, every other 3 weeks, I'm going to, link up with Pam and come back home to you.
No.
Now, if I say that, if I know that's going to make it worse, but I still want to make sure that she's good, I'm going to try to do what I got to do to hold out. But am I going to sneak out? I don't know. But I ain't going to tell you I ain't going to fuck, Because Pam is looking good to the motherfucker and she just down the fucking street, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Well, we still got 15 minutes left. We still got 3 other hands up. So we got to get to them. Pop, thanks, man. Kat, you had your hand up.
Hi, Extreme Family. Sorry I'm a little late. I know I missed out on a lot.
Hey.
So
I was wondering about you.
no, I just wasn't feeling well. I had an off day. Sorry about that.
You feeling better now?
I'm all right. So the show tonight is, can you cheat on someone and still love them? You know, like in general, men and women, not just men, because you know women do it too, but maybe they do a little better, and it's on the sneak tip that they don't get caught. I don't know. That's what.
You're right.
Growing up, you know, I used to be told that like, no, we just do that shit better. I said maybe you do it over there. You know, so cheating is not a mistake. Like you really just can't cheat on someone and come home and be like, I love you, baby. No, you make a choice of fucking at someone or smashing. That's your choice. That you cheated. Even if you entertain conversations, conversations that has sexual content, nowadays I guess dick pics and pussy shots, whatever. But any of that stuff that's not your partner's pussy or dick, that's cheating. Conversations that turn into emotional, you know, it doesn't have to be sex, but you know, you get your heart into it. Now you're giving part of your love, part of your heart to someone else because you're gonna be emotionally involved, you know. But I remember my ex used to tell me, like, listen, everyone's gonna cheat regardless. You're gonna cheat. If you want to cheat, you're gonna cheat. But see, the thing is that I want to say he had no game. So like, because I always call his ass. Literally, I had women coming up to me describing his every detail of what he looks like, his truck. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's my husband. You know, and I knew, you know. And then when I try to leave, he's like, oh no, I love you. He starts to think when he cries and all that stuff. But you cannot cheat. If you love someone beyond like love, before you can even love someone, you gotta trust them. And when trust is broken by cheating, then you don't even love them. If you want to go that deep, like trust is before love. So when you break that, then you don't love them. At the end of the day, I can't come home. You know, I can't go out and suck a dick and come home like, hey baby, I love you. No, I don't love you because I just have fucking like cum in my mouth. Like that's not yours.
Right, and this is part of what I was talking about. Not about the cum in the mouth, but I read what you're saying. Go ahead, continue on.
Yeah. All right, Joe, you had your hand up. My brother finally just showed up.
Yeah. Bible class is over a little early, so I wanted to jump on real quick. I know I missed a lot, so I may be asking a question that y'all already went over, but did anybody or did y'all already have a definition of what love y'all are talking about? Because everybody has different definitions of
we're talking about.
It's funny that you say that because you know what I mean. At the end of the day, if you're getting into like a committed relationship, right, love should be part of it. Right. And this is kind of like the point I was making when it was first brought up. Okay, if I'm into this woman and everything about her, then the whole physical attraction is not even going to be an issue. Hey, let's make sure we all understand something, right? We all have our attractional needs. We all have our physical needs, right? So we see something, we see a fat ass, we see, you know what I'm saying, a nice body, this, that, whatever, especially if the woman's coming on to us, then we're going to get that whole thing. So my thing at that point is like this. If I love the woman, I'm not gonna jump. I don't care. If I'm not in love with the woman, or I have love for the woman, but I'm not in love for the woman, I have my own personal needs, then guess what? Yeah, where are you talking about going? Let's see what we can do.
Television is that?
I don't know. But no, I think.
But what you meant by different love?
I think the classification of it would be like when we talk about somebody that we're in a relationship. I'm talking about someone that like someone that's sharing like either someone you're dating, you're married, like you all are in a committed relationship, like a long-term relationship. So that's who we're talking about when we say, can you cheat on someone that you're with? So we mean like a spouse or someone that's like
I get that part. What I'm saying in terms of love. So like when we look at love, there's like, if you look at it in the Greek, there's 4 different, some places even report 8 different types of love. So there's eros, so that's like lusting for somebody. There's agape, that's the unconditional love that we all want, right? We want selfless love. So when we talk about love, does everyone have the same working definition of what love is? Because much like I think somebody had made a point earlier, like you could just have sex with a woman, if you're out here running the streets, you're just having sex with a lady, and that's just lust. That's not really even love. You know what I'm saying? So like what level of love are we really talking about here?
Because I think a lot of people get it confused between love and lust.
Right.
You hit it right on the nail, Joe. You know what I'm saying, brother? Like you hit it right on the nail. Because you know what I'm saying? Like we all have our personal needs and this, that, whatever. So this person over here that might be supplying that's lust. That's lust. That's fine. The person that I'm laying in the bed with, and if I have love for them, if I still have my own needs, then I'm going to go and I'm going to do whatever my own needs because I'm not in love with her. To me, and this is my argument, I guess, about the whole episode here. If I'm in love with somebody, then I'm going to ride with you through thick and thin. It really doesn't matter. I'll pop on a damn porno and do what I need to do before I sit up there and cheat on you. You know what I'm saying? As far as if I'm not in love with you, I have love for you, then I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna do my thing. Because I got love for you. I don't want to see anything happen to you. I got your back as far as whatever. But my commitment ain't there to you. And I think that's where a lot of these relationships and situations get confused about. There's a difference between being in love with somebody and having love for them. And that can happen even in relationships. And I hate to say it, but I'll speak the truth because probably nobody else doesn't want to. Right. So I can fully be in love with you. And I don't care how banging, and this is coming from experience. I don't care how banging the woman is or what she's talking about. Okay, my love is right here. This is where thick and thin, regardless. But if I have love for the woman and have love for her, like, okay, yeah, like, we're cool with this, that, whatever. But, I still have my needs and wants. And that same woman comes up and talking the way she talking, guess what? I'm going to jump at it. This is what commitment is all about, right? And this is where people get it twisted. Because before you assign or agree to commitment, you need to know of the possibilities and what you're getting yourself into. Because to me, it should be best or worst situation. It's the same thing like marriage. Okay, if I'm going to be committed to you and I'm going to commit to you, then okay, I'm going to expect you to handle all those things that in a relationship we need to do. So I don't have to look outside. You know what I mean? I don't have to look outside to sex, to cooking, to this, that, whatever. Hell, if you can't cook, I'll go and I'll buy the damn food. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's fine. I agree to that because I already know the conditions and hey, I'm willing to deal with them. When you step outside, then that's a whole different situation. And that means your commitment wasn't really real.
Definitely.
So we got like Dion Bradshaw. Who else we have?
We got Dion has a hand up, and I know Richard's had his hand up a couple of times. So we'll get those two. Dion. Hey, you gotta take your mic off.
Take your mic off.
You gotta turn your mic on.
No, thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I was trying to, but my anyway, peace, everyone. So I missed majority of the call, and that's my bad. But this is a great topic to me, and just coming from the space of if you know me, you've heard me already, and you kind of vibe with my flow, I'm going to talk from a state of energy. And when you're talking about love, I can love you and still want to be with someone else. The cheat on you part comes in when you're not honest about what you want and then you don't express your truth. And I think that's where the cheating part comes in, especially if the other individual is not in the flow with you vibrationally to say, okay, together we are one, And if there's someone that you meet of interest, like let's talk about it collectively, okay, and come to an agreement. Like if we really on this oneness, we cheat when we I feel like it's, I don't want to say a game, but when it's something that you can't have, it's all the more enticing. And for the brothers who are naturally designed to go for the hunt, you know what I'm saying? They're going to do what they do. I should hope. So I don't think the cheating part just comes when you're not honest with self and the person that you with. So at the day, you can love and love yet another. Hopefully I'm not messing up the church people, because I got what you were saying with the agape and I got all that. But shit has shifted now. We not back there no more. That was cute. You know, no disrespect. I came from a church background, but it's ping. Yeah, ping. If you know me, you know what that means. So it's a whole elevated flow now. It's a whole elevated flow now. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get why they don't want, man, I'm not going there because I'm changing the topic. So I don't know if there's a, do you agree or disagree or whatever the case may be, but I would definitely say as a divine goddess, okay? As a divine feminine goddess, where y'all at? I know they agree. Ivy, what's good? I don't even know you and I love you. Like when you operate,
hey girl,
peace, queen, what's good? Listen, when you flow in the realm, and sis knows, I feel like I could feel your energy. And when you flow in that realm, you're so open to your own power, your own divinity. You're not shaken by anything else. You know what I'm saying? I walk around as an empress, so I'm not studying the queen. She's got, you know, her little, well, not her little, but she's got what she got. You know, that's a kingdom, her queendom. I got an empire. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is outlook. It's outlook. I'm sorry, I'm talking too long. It's like 3 minutes to 10. I don't even know the question to answer, but I think we can love and love another and not have beef. And the cheating comes in when we're not honest with self and the person that we're with. Boom. There you go.
Ding. And I know Rich, you had your hand up a couple of times. So did you want to take us out, get that final thought in?
Yeah, all good points given tonight, good answers and everything. To be truthful, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, people venture because it's either the appetite for the hunt or you got some issues going on and everything, so forth like that. But for me, if you can't take care of your business in-house and with the person that you're with and have a mutual understanding, like when you get, like, for an example, my wife and I, we've been together for 31 years, married 25. We have this understanding, what we like, what we don't like, what we're willing to bring into our home, what we're not willing to bring in, what we're looking to go out and do. I think if you have a mutual understanding, it really would cut out all the other BS with having to run out and be adventurous and go do something that may betrayal and put yourself in a situation where you're going to be ended up, you know, out of a relationship yourself. As far as if somebody, like the wife, you know, if somebody gets injured, like you said, if it becomes crippled and disabled and they can't perform anymore. Yeah, now you have to have that discussion because you still have somebody in the relationship that's still functional. So again, if you're solid in your relationship and you're able to bring stuff to the topics to the table, it should be a no-brainer. Just saying.
Yeah, Rich, thank you. It's about that time. This has been a good conversation. I have a feeling we might have to do a part 2 to this one day. If y'all are willing to, one day we definitely, I think, might have to do a part 2. Before we get out, I really want to thank Tim and Rich. I know this is your guys' first show. And you guys have a podcast every Tuesday. Tim and Rich Unleashed.
On all social media platforms.
All social media platforms. Yeah. Please check them out.
Yeah.
You know, these guys, they come out even very entertaining tonight. What'd you say?
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you, James. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming on, man. We got to come and invade y'all show one of these days.
You're more than welcome to.
Whenever
Bring
you're
it.
ready.
Yeah, man.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen, they won't be ready for our conversations, boy. There'll be people really mad at us.
Hey, I was being good tonight. I was being good tonight, so
yeah. But I think we all were, but I'm glad. Thank you for having us, man.
Thank you for coming. Anytime. The door is always open. The door is always open for y'all to come
Appreciate
back.
it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And for those of y'all that's always riding with us, as always, we appreciate you. For those of you that are here for the first time, thank you. Welcome. We hope that you come back. We hit some crazy heavy hitting topics every week. For those of you that rolled with me on my marathon week, anyone who's been watching has known about it. I did 4 shows in 7 days. This is my 4th show. We did Extreme Truth last Monday. I did a show in Thailand last Friday on Living Freely. And that conversation was just amazing. If you're really unhappy with your life and feel like your life is unfulfilled, please watch that episode. It's on YouTube under the Fall to Rise podcast on YouTube. Then on Saturday, I had a show with Dion, and we discussed mysticism versus metaphysics. She actually did live psychic readings and tarot card readings on the show. There was a lot of people that got some information fed to them that they weren't ready for. But please reach out and watch those shows if you haven't watched them yet. Again, the Fall to Rise podcast, YouTube channel, as well as the Fall to Rise podcast, Instagram and Facebook. Please like and subscribe to those channels. Now, for the Extreme Truth podcast channel, if those of you are new here, or if you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the Extreme Truth Podcast Network. That is XTREME Podcast. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe, share, so we can grow. We have a lot of exclusive things coming up.
And here's YouTube right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Extreme Truth Podcast. Just type Extreme Truth Podcast. All right. We got all the latest topics. We got the gaslighting. We got staying in a relationship for too long. We got what have you learned in 2020. We got masculinity. We got almost all the shows on this motherfucker, man.
Definitely. Right. And also, please like and subscribe to our Instagram and YouTube channels. So the Extreme Truth Instagram, Extreme Truth Facebook. That way you're going to get some exclusive content that we have coming up. We have a lot coming up in the near future. So
and yo, Jimmy, and once again, there's only 3 owners. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're right. You're right.
Well, I apologize because I heard somebody on a Thursday last week or so.
Well,
so I'm the only one I know was on the show on Thursday. So my apologies.
We don't recognize stations. We don't recognize stations. There was on nothing last week. It was nothing. Nothing didn't happen last week. This is so the only thing that happened week after week after week. Nothing doesn't happen. Nothing else. Okay. Here we go.
There we go.
Okay. Well, you're talking like with a talk on the walk, right? We're the biggest talk on the walk. We are the biggest talk on the Doobie Swamp. Yeah, it's all here. And y'all get a chance to talk. So, you know what I'm saying? The people that's in our audience, they're just as big as stars as we are. So, come get it. Come fest of the acts.
Definitely. We really appreciate you all, Rich. Before we close it out, you were saying something.
Oh, no, I just wanted to say again, thank you for having us on, Tim and I on. We really appreciate it. Just give a quick plug in. Not only do we do Rich and Tim Unleashed, 2 middle-aged men talking shit, we have a sitcom that we're in the process of working on right now. It's going to be called The New Age Odd Couple. Tim, you want to drop anything on it real quick?
Man, the only thing I can say is you already know what it is. You got to see this thing, man. We're shooting it. It's me and Rich. We're playing something new, man. We're bringing something back, but we're bringing it back in black and white. I think it's time that we do that, man. So
Amen.
It's gonna be funny, man. We're trying our little stick at comedy, man. I don't want to watch any disaster movies. I want to laugh right now.
And that's what we're going to do.
Let us know when that pilot comes out, and we'll bring you back on.
Absolutely, we'll do.
All right, you'll know.
Thank you.
Peace.
So
thank you. Peace.
Thank you. So for all of us, I don't even call y'all fans family. I really want to thank y'all all for coming out yet again. I want to thank y'all for helping me through my crazy week. 4 shows in 7 days. I'm gonna take a nap tonight. But seriously, I really, really want to thank you all for coming out. We truly and honestly mean it. We appreciate each and every one of you every week. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. So we really appreciate it. And we look forward to seeing y'all next week, as always, with another crazy, hard-hitting topic. All right, y'all. Have a good one.
Extreme. Real one.
You already. Law.